Hey everyone, it's Dan from Sidehustlereliance.com. So this is a different type of video. So this video has been 8 months worth of work to get to this point. So I started work on this video in June 2022 and I've finally got to a point where I want to showcase it. So that's what this video is. So it's going to be a bit of a retrospective in regard to that. So this video is going to be me looking at how I made a crypto faucet and how it went and how much money I made during it, because it's going to be an interesting one. Enjoy.
So I'm a big fan of using cryptocurrency faucets to make some easy income, but I've always wondered to myself if I could actually make one. And as I've been trying to explore new passive ways to earn, in this video I'm going to be looking into making a faucet and seeing how profitable it actually is. Before I actually get into the whole nitty-gritty of the video, I want to mention I'm not a financial advisor. This video is purely for entertainment purposes. Please do your own research before buying anything. Anyways, I'll be documenting the entire process of how I make this website, how I make money, and everything surrounding that. Let's dive right in. Come on. I also want to mention really quickly that there is a written guide on everything I mentioned in this video because there is quite a lot here. But when I first actually got into the whole idea of doing it, I actually followed a tutorial and I actually decided to use a free hosting site to actually get my website set up. Mainly because I didn't want to link to my own website, and I actually did manage to sign up and create a domain, and it was Bitcoin Faucet 22 and this free host. I'll actually leave it right there, just saying it really. It's actually pretty complex to do though. For example, the whole website creation wasn't as friendly as I'd like. I had to transfer a lot of files, I had to edit a lot of config files, which is totally different to a standard website I've run in the past. Once I actually got past that though, I did decide to link up the website to something called Faucet Pay, which is the most well-known faucet site, and they actually have a full UI which you can install into the website, and then you can transfer from your own personal Faucet Pay and vice versa. But when I actually did initially sign up for Faucet Pay, I did find that there was a potential issue. You could only have a domain name which is 36 characters, and I had one which was 37, so I did have to recreate the website again. Once all that was set up, I decided to transfer 1,000 Satoshis over, which I earned with the surf.b add-on extension, which is in the description if you want to sign up for that. It's just a quick way just to make some passive income. But you may be thinking, how am I going to make money with this faucet now that I've got the API and that linked up? Well, the way I'm going to do it is pretty much I'm going to offer a certain amount of Satoshi for people to complete a captcha and a redirect. And these redirects are going to be to a site which offers a commission if you refer someone to their platform. So for example, the most well-known one is AdFly, where you have to go, wait 15 seconds, and then you can skip over. In this video, I'm going to be using something called Owl Link though, because that actually does allow you to connect with Faucet Pay again, so I can quickly transfer Satoshis back and forth if needed, and if I do continue doing it. And the reason I'm actually deciding to do it this way, it just seems better for me. If the CPM rate on Owl Link is around $2 per 1,000 views, that means I'll be making around 60 cents for the 1,000 Satoshi I put in, if I do allow to give out 3 Satoshis per transaction. You may be thinking, why am I actually doing that? So on theory, I might actually have the ability to double my money. So for example, if I put 1,000 Satoshis in, that means there's going to be 333 impressions onto this site. So if I actually gain 333 transactions using my faucet, which would be 333 impressions onto this ad site, that does mean that I would make 66 cents and 6. Yeah, that makes sense. So that means I will actually get double the value of what I put in, and like I said, it was all done through a passive application before, so I'm not really putting any upfront cost. It was just time really just to understand the process. But now that's all sorted, I think it's about time I actually look into the whole next side of this kind of thing. So I'm going to give myself a week to actually get this all set up. I have listed my website onto Faucet Pay's official faucet sites, but there's nothing there yet, so it hasn't been approved, but hopefully over the next 2 or 3 days I see some kind of movement there, and I hope I get to see it being approved. But at this stage, it is very much, I'm not getting any hits right now. I've tested it out myself and it did work, and my transaction did go through. Worst case scenario, I will have to withdraw the money out myself, but I can control the amount of Satoshis going in and out of the process. And yeah, I think with that, I'm going to leave you guys, and I'll see you guys in a week to see how it's doing. Hopefully I've made my money back. If not, you know, it was a good learning thing, it was a good experiment. Obviously these are controlled environments here, and I'm putting myself at risk here, so you guys don't have to. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a week.
1 week later.
So it's been 1 week since I actually did my faucet video, and I'll give you guys a bit of an update. My request to get listed on Faucet Pay's list of approved faucets got denied due to connection issues. I did go a bit back and forth with them to find out what the issue was, and then they finally told me this morning, a week after I actually applied. It turns out that the site I'm using, 000 web host, has had a few connection issues over the past 5 or 6 days, and obviously they take 40 hours to approve, so it's been down for around 5 days. I can still access my site myself, but it's a bit inconsistent at times, and especially if you are completing captures and that, it can mean that you won't get paid, so it's best to wait off for this. But yeah, I'm a bit upset, to be honest, that I put time into making this website and now I can't do anything with it until the hosting is sorted on the web hosting side. But that's just something to be aware of. If you do ever make a faucet, it may be better to go like down a paid route, maybe with Bluehost or something. It's all down to what you want, really. But for me, I want to test it on a free web hosting platform just to see how it works. I've got a good understanding of it, but with all the issues I'm having currently, I do kind of wish that I went with the other route of just paying or listening on a separate site, which has got really low hosting fees. But I'm going to keep my eyes on it, and I think once it's back up, I'll give you guys an update just to show you what's actually going on. Will I get approved or not? I don't know, but it has been such a good learning curve. I'll see you guys in a few days.
2 weeks later.
Since my last update on this video, I've been speaking to the web host for around 1 week now, and I've just had to fill out a form to get my website relisted. And I can confirm that after filling this form, my site is officially back up full-time with 0 connection issues, which is fantastic. This does mean that I'm going to have to go and reapply for faucet pay now, and then get on the approved list, but hopefully this is actually some kind of momentum to actually get my site all set up and running. So yeah, let's just get that listed up now. So after 8 long months, I've actually decided to pick this video back up, mainly just to give you an update on what's actually going on. So I've been in communication with Faucet Pay for the last 8 months, and there's still no movement on me getting listed on their approved faucet list, which is a bit annoying. So you may be thinking, why has it not been approved though? So first off, the site keeps going down, so it's hard for Faucet Pay to actually approve it when the site isn't reliable enough, and if they're going to be accrediting a certain site to run on their platform and be an associate, they want it to be something robust. And to be fair, as a business owner myself and as someone who runs websites, I do see the point in this, and there's not much I can do about it without actually spending money on hosting, and then there's a risk that I might not even get my return back, and my business mind is like, no, you can't go down that route. If you're going to do something like this, you got to at least have some kind of robust system there, so that if you are going to put money into this, you're going to get at least something out, even if it's just a less of a loss, and I think I wouldn't get that return. So you may be thinking, should you make a faucet in 2022/2023? No, you really shouldn't. It's a lot of work, especially if you don't really know stuff when it comes to websites. I work on websites anyway, but I just think the barrier to entry is so high, and then the profit margins you'd make is so low because you're going to have to put money in to fund the faucets, and then if they don't get approved, it's just constant back and forth, and it's a lot of work. But I hope this gave you a bit of insight into how faucets work, how they make them, and yeah, I think it's been an interesting experiment really. I don't think getting into faucets in 2023 is worth your time. There is definitely other opportunities where you can make a website where you focus on a niche like travel, maybe business, maybe online money making, and that's going to be a good way and a good avenue for a lot of people to make money online. But personally, I don't see myself ever going down the faucet pay route again. The thing is, my site should still be live. I'm not going to remove it, I'm not going to take it down, so you can see the site live, unless the hosting takes it down. I'm not going to link it in the description because YouTube can be a bit iffy with links, and I'd rather not get my channel blacklisted. But yeah, I tried to make a crypto faucet, it went badly, you live and learn, and it was a good experiment. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a bit different. As I mentioned at the start of this video, this has been 8 months worth of work to get this out. I was a bit iffy about releasing it, but some of my YouTube friends suggested, oh, you might as well release it. It just gives a bit of insight into a new way to earn, which could potentially be something, but sadly it's not. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back next time with another exciting video. On screen right now is 2 videos, so one's for my earnings for 2023 and my latest Swagbucks guide for 2023. Both are really good videos and they're really insightful into what I do as Sidehustle Reliance and how much money I make and where my avenue streams come from. But yeah, honestly, like, it's been a really interesting video, and I'll come back with you guys with some new content very soon.